Good morning, everyone. So thank you for tolerating my somewhat cryptic message announcing this really exciting event this morning. We have community members all from OHSU and around the area joining us for what will be an extraordinary announcement. I'd be remiss not to start with our incredible governor, Tina Kotek, right here in the front row. Thank you so much for coming. I'd also like to acknowledge several OHSU board members joining us, our board chair, Chad Paulson, Steve Zika, Claire Irvine, Malik Seals, and Justin Hurley Braswell. Thank you so much for joining us as well. The chair of our OHSU Foundation, Kelly Schrader, and the entire foundation board, as well as the reason we're here today. Patients like Judy Orm and Frank Orm, who benefited from the incredible research from the person I'm about to introduce, Dr. Brian Druker. There is no better way to start my first week as president of OHSU than what we have in store today. We are right here in the Knight Cancer Building. We are here because of the incredible generosity of Phil and Penny Knight. And I want to talk about a patient that in my training I learned from and will never forget. This was a woman who came in 7 months pregnant with stage 4 brain cancer, glioblastoma. And we had to make a decision with a multidisciplinary team, many doctors, many folks supporting those doctors, and most importantly, the patient and her husband, about whether to start treatment that could potentially extend her life or to wait until she delivered her baby safely, which could of course compromise her own outcome. I will never forget her because it made me realize how important and how much of a team effort with patients' families, with the clinicians, with everyone supporting those clinicians and making the cancer care that that patient deserved seamless and most importantly in accordance with what her goals were. So we waited because she chose to wait until she delivered a healthy baby, and she passed away only 6 months after that. We are here at OHSU for patients like that. That is the reason we are here. And Dr. Brian Druker has helped us over time make that vision a reality, to discover the new frontiers of what is possible to get patients with cancer to a better place. As you may know, this year we celebrated the 10th anniversary of the completion of the Knight Cancer Challenge. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the man of the hour. Dr. Brian Druker is a professor of medicine at OHSU's Knight Cancer Institute, where he holds the Jeldwin Chair of Leukemia Research. He was the director of the Knight Cancer Institute from 2007 to 2024 and a former Howard Hughes Medical Institute investigator. He is most widely known for his transformative research on chronic myeloid leukemia, the condition that Judy was diagnosed with many years ago. He performed laboratory studies that led to the development of imatinib, otherwise known as Gleevec, which substantially increased the life expectancy from just 3 to 5 years for that diagnosis to a condition that patients can now expect to live a normal lifespan. When I was in medical school, I learned about the new paradigm of targeted therapy. And I saw Dr. Brian Druker's name on a giant slide in the middle of the auditorium for first-year medical students. And now I get to call him a colleague. He has authored over 500 peer-reviewed publications and is a member of the National Academy of Medicine and the National Academy of Sciences. And he's received numerous accolades, including a Lasker DeBakey Award, the Japan Prize, the Schoberg Prize, and so many more. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brian Druker for our announcement today.
Well, thank you, Dr. Almahal. We are just so excited to have you here, and we are all looking forward to working with you, and your comments tell us a lot about who you are and what we can expect, so thank you. I also want to thank our outgoing interim president, Steve Statham, for doing a wonderful job and for being a wonderful partner since the inception of the Knight Cancer Institute. Thank you, Steve. We are so incredibly fortunate to work with the most dedicated staff, researchers, nurses, and physicians who inspire me every single day with their dedication to improving the lives of our patients. So thank you all for being here for this announcement today. I also want to thank you, Governor Kotek, for being here with us today in this building. It was made possible by a generous donation of $200 million from the state of Oregon. So thank you, Governor Kotek. We're here today because of two people who love this state and believe that everyone facing a cancer diagnosis deserves the best care and the best outcome. Phil and Penny Knight have been relentless in their support of our efforts to end cancer as we know it. We've already accomplished so much because of their support, including recruiting some of the top cancer researchers here to Oregon. We lead in precision medicine, matching patients with the best treatments to get the best outcome. And we're one of the top institutions in the nation in the early detection of cancer. All of this means that because of the work done at the Knight Cancer Institute, there are more people surviving, not only surviving, but thriving despite a diagnosis of cancer. Penny and Phil Knight challenge us to do more. They believe in this beautiful state of ours, that we can do things that nobody else can do. We revolutionized cancer treatment, and now we're going to revolutionize cancer care. It's my great honor and privilege to announce that Penny and Phil Knight are donating $2 billion to the Knight Cancer Institute. In case you're not aware, that's the single largest gift to any institution ever. Penny and Phil, there are no words that can adequately express our gratitude. You remind us that we can never forget that this fight is personal. For every patient that walks through our door, there are family and friends that depend on the work that we do here. Every day, we pledge that we will work as hard as possible to deliver the best treatments and the best care because we know that's what every patient deserves. Everyone here has likely been affected by somebody with a cancer diagnosis. And we know that navigating that experience can be incredibly overwhelming. We know there's a better way. What we aim to do is to create an unmatched cancer care experience. Every patient will have a navigator guiding them through their care. This fully integrated cancer care model will expand and accelerate diagnosis, will ensure that they have access to breakthrough clinical trials coming out of Knight research. And we will make sure that we simplify the experience for patients and their family. Every patient will have access to a full range of much needed support, resources for nutrition, mental health, insurance guidance, and symptom management, along with survivorship care and symptom management. With the magnitude of this gift and the mission, the Knight Cancer Institute will become a self-governed entity within OHSU. It will have its own board of governors, and I've agreed to step back as its inaugural president. Over the next 6 months, we'll work to establish all the necessary elements to make this vision possible and to ensure that the Knight Cancer Institute is the best place on earth for cancer care. Thank you. It's now my privilege to introduce the governor of the great state of Oregon, Governor Tina Kotek.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is a big day. Are we excited? We're going to remember that we were all here for this incredible moment. For Oregon, it is amazing. We are here to celebrate an audacious idea, an incredible, historic gift that will give that idea flight and wings to do the work, and a singular shared commitment to Oregon doing something really big to transform people's lives when they get the worst news in their life. Already on the leading edge of health sciences, OHSU will now have the opportunity to push the limits of what's possible towards the highest calling of all, saving lives by going head to head with the odds. For OHSU, for Portland, and for Oregon, there will always be the time before today and the time after today. Phil and Penny Knight's gift will launch OHSU into its future, building on its already incredible legacy. And for the folks who work and here at OHSU, thank you for everything you do every day. The future of OHSU and cancer care in Oregon is bright, and it is bold, and it is that future and that mandate to give cancer hell that we are starting today. And I know that we will be able to deliver looking at the folks in this room today. You know, a cancer diagnosis and how you live your life with that diagnosis touches so many lives. My father was fortunate to outlive 2 cancer diagnoses. My mother was not as fortunate. The new cancer initiative here at OHSU, one that is envisioned to provide a better, more holistic, more compassionate approach to helping individuals and their families live with and through a cancer diagnosis, is going to put Oregon on the map as a home of transformative and innovative healthcare that will change lives. You know, I played a lot of sports in high school. And whether those were individual or team sports or team practices, those sports experiences prepared me for this job as your governor because I know the meaning of persistence and teamwork and being part of a mission greater than myself. And I see persistence and a team in this room ready to get started. We have the grit and the ingenuity to realize something truly amazing here in our beautiful state. We know how to fight like hell for something better. And frankly, the Knights in all of Oregon wouldn't have it any other way. So again, I want to thank Phil Knight and Penny Knight for their belief in a better way to do healthcare. And I want to thank again everyone here at OHSU for showing the kind of promise necessary to receive a gift of that size. All of you each day prove that Oregon is a place with amazing people where amazing things happen and will continue to happen. So thank you. and let's get started. Thank you very much. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the outgoing interim president of OHSU, Steve Statham. And I'm going to take just a bit of privilege here and say, you know, we live in very challenging times. Things happen, transitions happen. And to have someone like Steve come in at a critical moment for this institution and steady the ship and lead us to this gift today, working with Dr. Druker, is, you can take that one home with you, Steve. It's really, really good work. Everybody, Steve Statham.
Thank you, Governor Kotek, and thank you for your partnership with OHSU and your leadership of the state. Well, I had the honor of serving as interim president for 9 months prior to Dr. Elnahal's arrival, but I spent 17 years with OHSU in various leadership positions, with 6 of those years as chief operating officer, working with Brian and others at the Knight Cancer Institute. And this is a very meaningful moment for me and for us all. Each and every one of us knows someone who has been impacted by cancer, and Mr. and Mrs. Knight have given a clear directive on what we need to do. So let's roll the video.
Cancer is the biggest fight in the history of the world. We will win. It will be hard. We're built for it. We care. Every breath of every second of every day. Great things come from the most unexpected places. Look around. We're surrounded by heroes. This is not a job. This is our life. Cancer does not discriminate. Neither will we. Bold moves only. Cancer doesn't see us coming. This fight is and always will be personal. We know what we got to do.
I want to thank everyone who contributed to that amazing video. Working at OHSU and the Knight Cancer Institute is so much more than just a job. As Coach Dan Lanning said in that video, cancer has always been and will always be personal. It's personal for me because I lost both my parents to cancer at young ages. So my time working with the Knight Cancer Institute always had special meaning for me. Mr. Knight's quote on the front of this building sums it up perfectly. Is there a higher calling in curing cancer? This monumental gift is a game changer, and not just for the Knight Cancer Institute. This is an investment that will elevate OHSU and our entire state, give Oregonians another reason to be proud, and most importantly, provide unparalleled support for those with cancer. As we set a new standard for cancer care, we will give cancer hell at every step along the way. So thank you for being here today. Thank you again for all you do for OHSU, for the state, and for people with cancer. And at this time, we'd like to invite media to join our speakers inside if there are follow-up questions. So please follow Tamara and Eric, their hands are raised over there for those questions from the media. Thank you very much.